The gods say every end brings a new beginning, and with every death a rebirth. I bear witness to these truths as I have lived them. Come, hear my accounts of the day the world died and was reborn. Listen as I tell you our story, the tale of priests and priestesses, sorcerers and wizards. Listen to my tale, you people, for this is the tale of the gods we worshipped, and the day of the release. My name is Usal, and on the day that would become known as the day of the release, I found myself summoned to a conclave of all the tribes. Leaders from far and wide came with their seconds to hear the most powerful priestess in the land. The summons read that she had discovered the power to bring any of the mighty gods forth at her will, and that she would share this knowledge equally among all the peoples of the land. She would entrust this knowledge to us, the learned and scholarly, but only if we promised to use this power to bring the masses closer to the embrace of the mighty deities that we all claim to worship. I thought she was a fool for sharing the sorcery with so many. I saw hatred and rivalry all around me this day, but I would be the fool if I turned away so powerful a gift as this. As we gathered around the fire of feasting, the skies rumbled with fury and the air crackled with untold energy. It was no wonder the sorceress chose this place. It obviously held great power that she had learned how to wield. As we eyed each other warily, sizing each other up, we all looked for weakness in the other one's eyes. Who would be the first to use the power of the gods to seize control of all the lands, and who would be the first to fall? But the even greater question was, could this woman do what she claimed? The answer, it turned out, was to be answered sooner than I expected.
Wait, is she doing that above our heads?
I hope not.
Oh my god.
Is she gonna kill us all? Mitra's angered. Cities will fall today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the hell?
Oh boy, that scared me.
He was invisible. Is he invisible?
Oh, that was explosives. With that fire.
Well, should we get out of here before somebody decides to take a sword to us?
That's exactly what I was thinking before these people hanging out here get restless.
Let's go this way, slip out the back. We traveled throughout the night, stopping only briefly to catch our breaths. We needed to return home as soon as possible because with the power to summon any of the gods we wished, I knew my enemies would attack us before long, and I intended to beat them at their own game. The oath sworn to that woman meant nothing to these savages, and my people would not fall victim to the whims of madmen. As daybreak came, I smelled a sandstorm coming. It would slow down the others to be sure, and it bought us precious time to prepare our bodies for the ceremony. As it passed, Minara and I stripped ourselves of adornments, and washed and anointed, I charged into the desert to meet our foes. Right over here, next to this rock, I'm going to climb on top of this rock.
Okay.
Oh, that's where the giant scorpion is.
Oh yeah. Okay, there's a little cliff down here, and if I stay down here, I should be safe when you summon.
Okay. Oh, they're here. Two of them, they're right there. They just showed up. Maybe. It would not do to simply defeat my enemy. No, I would see these infidels completely and totally wiped from the annals of history. No trace would remain, and my gods would hear our prayers. I tried to warn Conan. I tried to get him to listen to my words. Come with us, I said. We will conquer these lands together, I said. With your might and my way with the gods, we could rule over them all. But he wouldn't listen. He just stood there, brooding his eyes, judging me the entire time. Fine, I didn't need him. Minara and I would rule together. King and queen we would become. Who needed him? Who needed Conan anyway? But we had to leave. We had to go north. The tale of our destruction would spread quickly, and the hordes of fools would come looking now. I had friends in the north, friends who would help me build my stronghold. I mean our stronghold. Yes, our stronghold. Minara had been busy. The treasure was great, but would have to be sent for. That snake and her seemed to have a way with each other. I wondered about that new look in her eyes. It was something I hadn't seen before. She had always been so reserved, but now she was something more. Naz had been a friend of mine for as long as I could remember. This Nordheimer was on good terms with the tribes of the north. He was a good man, a kind man, fair and just. He was well-spoken and well-respected, and he was also, well, it seemed he was also dead. I cursed myself. While I was conquering my foes in the south, others had begun taking my allies out in the north. Poor Naz. You will be missed, and I will avenge your death. This was it. These were the vile fiends that had killed my friend and sought dominion in the north. That God-spire had told me all I needed to know. I would have their souls for daring to try and summon the gods. I would crush them all. But then Minara asked me to let her summon Set again, so I relented. She said she needed more practice. I was beginning to think she had more coils than that snake. With another potential enemy destroyed, I decided to speak with the Nordheimers personally. I would convince them of my power, and they would surely rally around me. I mean us. We watched their camp for the rest of the night, and it seemed to me that it was more than a little too quiet. It wasn't until we approached that I got wind of the smell. The place reminded me more of a Yogg camp than a Nord village. The bodies were everywhere. The slaughter was complete, very thorough. It seemed this enemy knew exactly where I was going, who my allies might be, and exactly how to hit them, quietly and quickly. It seemed no one was spared, yet nothing was touched. The items in the chest had gone unlooted, and there was even food still on the fire. It was almost as if the raiders didn't have time to take their spoils. The enemy hadn't taken anything because they never left. They were still in the camp. Dispatching that one raider fueled my rage, driving me deeper into the village to root out those rats hiding in the shadows. There were more of them. I could feel it. As we advanced, I could smell our prey hiding in the shadows. They would not find us weak like these Nords. We would kill them all. I felt invincible, unstoppable, unkillable. I had been given the power to control the gods, and no one would stop me from my destiny. It was at that moment that I knew I had gone too far. Oh shit.
Oh crap.
This might not be good. You see, children, I told you that story so I could tell you this one. Did we survive that battle? Yes. Yes, we did. Did we conquer the world? Not exactly. You see, for some unknown reason, we were spared death that day. Manara and I were brought here, back to where it all began. We were told by the gods that we would be given one more chance, one more time to make it right. We challenged the gods, and it was they that destroyed all that we would have taken for ourselves. We went back on our word to use their power, and for that, we were punished. They told us to go the other way this time. Remove all of your belongings, they said. Go to the barrier, they said. Go to the barrier for one more chance. One more chance at life. One more chance to make it right. Will we? I don't know. I do know that this is the only hope we have at telling you another story. Let's hope the next time it's a longer one.